What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. I'm making this video in the midst of this red phase in the crypto markets to say I don't think we're going any lower, man. I think that's it. $2.90. Good on ya. Good job. Now bounce. You're probably not going any lower. XRP right now, you guys. Let's just look at it for just to start this off on the weekly time frame here. It's abundantly clear that we are in a bullish phase of consolidation here, right? I hope we're all on the same page. You're not going to break out of this to the downside. You're only going one direction and one direction only, which is to the upside, okay? You're going to see some fierce price action take place over the coming days and weeks, and it's not going to be down. It's going to be up, okay? So looking at this here at 290, it might be willy scary, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Looking at it here, $2.90 from a low to a high. We're right at the 0.5. Granted, this is a little bit lower than I would have expected. I thought that we would have held that 294, 293 area, but the fact that we're down here is fine. We could go lower. We could go to 284, 281. I'm not expecting that personally. 2.89% down today. What's the average altcoin down today? Let's just see. The average altcoin is down 3.4. So XRP doing what it normally does, right? It's not down more than the average altcoin. It's down a little bit less than the average altcoin, but still down. Finding support here, ideally, right at prior resistance right there, prior resistance here, prior support right there as well. It could be in this little area. If we're looking at this from a high to low, I just wonder, is it at anything significant? No, nothing too significant there. That's okay. Still, though, from an overall high to low, not including the fake out lows, you have an opportunity now to buy within this range below the 236, which is prime buying opportunities. If you're lucky enough to buy below the 236, man, I mean, again, lucky is the right word to describe that, because it's really hard. It's really hard at first to know where the low is. So when buying below the 236, you're kind of taking a guess or going off of other things, and still there's more implied risk there. But if you snag it, that's the glory zone right there. We're in it now after much maturity and development in this pattern. More confident than ever that this is a perfect area to buy. I really do think that it is a great area to buy. Let's look at the short-term stuff. We'll zoom out from there. Again, I hope nobody's getting shaken out because Bitcoin's at 122K. Oh no. It's funny how yesterday, we started off the day at about 123K, went all the way up to 126K. Now we're at 122K. Last week, this would have been great. This would have been prophetic to say we're going to go to 122K in a week. Nobody would have believed you. Now it feels like it's got a sour taste in your mouth, right? Like this, we're too good for this price. We're supposed to be at 130K already. This isn't what I was promised. Who cares? We're going to move up. It's really not a big deal. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and we'll zoom out from there. Okay, 1 hour here. What I don't like right off the bat, what I'm looking at here, is you did have a good bit of volume come in. To be completely fair, you do have a lot of volume. 34 minutes left in this 1 hour time frame. On the plus side, most of this candle already is a wick. The majority of this candle is a wick. It looks like we're coming up. 34 minutes left. We have over half this candle left, and you already have over half the volume you did down here. So a lot of volume on the way down, but if you have more volume on the bottom, that's good stuff right there, you guys. It's really good stuff. Implicative of a low for sure. I want to look at this real quick. Let's take this low to this high. Right, just below the 14114. Perfect area to find support. It's typically what you do. You go just through the 1414. RSI is bearish. Yes, rejecting the 50. Man, that rejection there, that should have told us that we were going lower. If we made this video like 2 hours ago, we probably would have been able to call for a little bit more of a drop. But I was talking about Bitcoin coming down too and consolidating, so I suppose that's obvious with altcoins. Stochastics are coming up as well. Looks good. You have bullish divergence here. You are bearish overall, but you look good. You have some bullish divergence. The MACD doesn't look good, but it's the 1 hour. I'm not going to weigh on that too much. 4 hour time frame. The MACD, while being bearish here, you're actually at a point to bounce right off the zero here, so that's good. Very, very clear that either you're at the low or very near the low in terms of the 4 hour candles. Stochastics, you have bullish divergence even. You have higher lows with the lower lows here, bullish divergence. You're in an area that you have bounced the last couple of times, and then the RSI is at its oversold zone, but the last time you were down this low, you bounced right at this area. The time before that, you bounced right at this area too. You do like to find support in this zone, so I'm not going to hold it against you. I don't think that it's a problem at all. I want to look at this again from a low to a high, just real quick. Yeah, we're right at the 0.5. We're looking for a proper reaction. Oftentimes what I say is you don't find significance at the 0.5, but when you do, you get significant moves. We haven't said that so much this cycle because for whatever reason, this bull market, Every crypto loves its 0.5. It's actually been an area that we found a lot of significance on. So finding significance here, we're expecting a significant move. Ideally, we will not reject $3. If you go from your 0.5 to your 236 and then back down, that's typical of going to the golden ratio. And how much sense would that make? I mean, a lot of sense. So if we want to take that out of the equation, get above $3. Close above $3. Get above your 236. That's why. That's why $3. Psychological level and 236. Get above it. Get rid of this idea of coming down to the golden ratio. And essentially, once you close above the $3 time frame on a 4-hour candle or higher time frame, you validate that this is the low and that you're moving higher. You're about to break out of this. I think that's exactly what's going on right now. I mean, if we look at this, I believe that what we're about to see is a breakout of this little trend here, but to the upside, and we're just shaking out the market beforehand. That's my thoughts. Either that or this video is going to age like absolutely sour milk. It's going to age terribly. It's going to age like cheesecake in the hot summer sun. I don't know. It's going to age really poorly. It's going to age like my skin if I don't put sunscreen on. Anyways, $2.89 right now. Probably shouldn't wear sunscreen, honestly, though. Like saying that out loud, I'm like, you know what? You probably shouldn't wear sunscreen. Do your research. Do your research. Don't take my word for it. I'm not a dermatologist. Probably shouldn't wear sunscreen. Just go in the shade after like 2 hours. Take a little shade break and then come back out. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Anyways, or if you burn sooner than 2 hours. For me, it's about 2 hours. It depends, right? If I'm in high altitudes, maybe like an hour and a half. If I'm in lower altitudes, maybe 2.5 hours, but about 2 hours. Anyways, daily time frame here. MACD is about to cross above the zero. I mean, we're literally in the process of doing that. That's very bullish. That's very implicative of bullish things to come. The stochastics is right at the 50 right here. This would actually be a really good area to bounce from. If we close the day here in the next 8 hours, 30 minutes, or if we move up a little bit, that's fine. We don't have to touch this line to bounce. We could bounce above it, but we're in an area where we could bounce here. We're in an area where we're about to cross here, both implying bullish things. The daily RSI is a little bit neutral and indecisive. There's not really any kind of directional heading that I would decide here, other than maybe, you know, you went from here to the 60, then here to the 50, then here to up here, then here, right all in this same area. Might you from the 60 go back down? That's possible. But again, if you were to go this low on the RSI, that would imply lower prices in the price. And I'm not anticipating that personally. But even though I'm not anticipating that, again, it wouldn't be a problem for the price to go to 284, 281, even a little bit lower than that. But I doubt we go down there. Even if we do, 284, 281 likely holds as support, okay? We are on the precipice of greatness, my friends. We are on the precipice of breaking out. This whole phase right here, not just this phase right here, but this phase, this whole consolidation phase we've been in since last December, the very beginnings of December, for about a year, okay? We're about to see this come to an end. It's very clear that we're about to break out to the upside, right? If we were forming a double top, this is not what a double top looks like. Double top is like this, and then you come down, right? You get the fake out extra high, and then you come down. Let's look at Bitcoin, for example. It's actually, we have a perfect example of a double top. You ready? Right here. Right there, right? You see? You see how you came up? You had the slightly higher high, and then boom, you rejected immediately. You didn't dilly-dally up here. You didn't consolidate, right? You didn't do this, right? Yeah, you moved down, but you did not reject. It's different. You're consolidating in this area. We go back to the last bull market, right? Same thing here. You got your double top, and boom, down immediately. Where'd you consolidate? You consolidated down here. You didn't consolidate up here. You know what I mean? It's different. This different dynamic with this double top means it's not a double top. It's just an inevitable breakout. That's all it is, with some chicken scratch on there. XRP, undoubtedly, we'll be seeing new all-time highs. It's just a matter of time. I wouldn't be surprised if it was by the end of this week that we were at new all-time highs for XRP. If not, certainly over the next week or two, by the end of the month for sure. Looking at this from last cycle's high to the bear market low, the technical next target, and we are respecting this area, the technical next target to achieve would be about $6.45. And I would expect that we're there or well above there by the end of this month of October. We're looking for $13 or more. 13, even like 22 bucks could be attainable by the end of this year, okay? Going into the end of 2025. But by the end of the month, we're looking for something that would be greater than a 100% growth, maybe even a 200% growth for XRP from this current price. you've got a lot of big things coming your way, and there's a lot of big announcements in the crypto space and in the regulatory space in the United States and just around the world coming out this month of October as well. Does token 2049 start now? Token 2049. Let's see. Yeah, it's token 2049 happening right now. Let's see. It says October 1st, but that's not true. That's not true, because if you go here, it says October 1st and October 2nd. I thought that was true. I went with Google, but that was wrong. Get tickets for Singapore. I'm pretty sure it's today, the 7th, that it starts. And they might have changed it. Yeah, 7th and 8th. That might be why we're selling off, guys, because it's like a sell the news event, right? You pump into these big crypto conference events and then you sell the news afterwards. Oftentimes you pump afterwards too, though. So I really wouldn't be surprised if the coming days provided some growth. There's probably going to be some big announcement made here. It's the world's largest crypto event, right? It's a very big, very big deal. 2026 dates announced. Oh, that's cool. There's also token 2049 in Dubai as well. Anyways, it's not in 2049. I actually don't know the reason why they call it 2049. Maybe because it's talking about the future and where we're going to be in the next 20 years. I don't know. Anyways, XRP set to rip. Certainly, it will see prices that are at $13 and beyond within the next 2 months, let alone the next 20 years. You've got a lot of growth to go in a very short amount of time. Don't let this moment shake you out. Understand where the liquidity is at, okay? A lot of longs are piled on for Bitcoin, but a lot of longs have shaved off, okay? We've dropped about $2 billion in longs in the past hour alone. We've added about $2 billion in shorts in the last hour alone, okay? So there are a lot of shorts that are piling on here, and the momentum is clearly shifted to the upside. I'm not worried about the price action at all. I think that we have a lot of growth to go for Bitcoin, for altcoins, for XRP and crypto of the like. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves. And again, the next target area to focus on, I suppose, whenever we do see new all-time highs, if we take last cycle's high to the bear market low, would be 645. Typically with this kind of fib setup where you consolidate between the 1272 and the 100 level like this, you do just rip right up to the golden ratio. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I mean, we could be up here by the end of next week. Crazy things are coming. Do not get shaken out by this. How much? Or 8%, 8 cent move. We're down 8.5 cents right now. Don't get shaken out by it. Hit the like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.